Well, Dawn and Craig, several studies do suggest that gluten sensitivity is on the rise. One theory blames different processing techniques and strains of wheat that didn't exist years ago. Nevertheless, this complicated protein can cause serious damage if you really are allergic.
The cookie itself.
Ooh, it smells really good.
These are actually, we call them Alios.
Paula Dempsey will be the first to tell you gluten-free doesn't mean free of taste.
We have pumpkin cookies too, but they're all sold.
She started Dempsey's Bakery after she and 12 of her family members realized they were gluten intolerant. And though the benefits are big, so is the list of restrictions.
Anytime anybody makes gravy, it's going to have flour in it unless they say specifically that it's not.
Gluten is a protein found in rye, wheat, and barley. So bouillon, pies, turkey-based dressing, malt vinegar, and yes, beer, just a few holiday staples that can wreak havoc on your system if you have the allergy.
It's just really hard. And especially that first year or two, they're just, they just think their world is coming to an end.
Gluten intolerance extends beyond just the food on your plate and into the area where it's being prepared.
A lot of cross-contamination that happens in many different environments, and that can be a problem. Particularly if you're doing baking, flour can stay suspended in the air for hours.
Dr. Daniel Brown, an assistant professor at UAMS, says gluten intolerance can be hereditary, but there are different severities.
If you have actual celiac disease where you get inflammation, it's been shown that 50 milligrams of gluten will throw you into a flare. Those people who are, quote, gluten sensitive, who don't test positive for actual celiac disease, well, it's a spectrum.
But there is a light at the end of the dinner table.
Just your typical sweet potatoes with marshmallows, those are safe.
And just by making a few tweaks and finding wheat alternatives like rice flour and quinoa, you can easily make gluten-free versions. Now, Dr. Brown tells me you can trust those gluten-free labels in the store, though technically nothing that's processed is completely gluten-free, but the label just means it doesn't have enough gluten to harm you. Phil and Dawn?